Yes, indeed. I know we went through some stuff.
Okay, today we're here with Miss. You could tell them your name.
Elsa, Taylor Nelson.
Okay, and how old are you, Miss Nelson?
I'm 90 years old. I'll be 91 on the 7th of February.
Okay, growing up. And where did you grow up first?
Well, I grew up in Boothville, Louisiana, Platinum Parish.
Was it segregated? How was the segregation and stuff in schools?
Oh, well, when I came up, we didn't have but a 3-month school.
What?
And it was, well, a black had 3 months and a white had 3 months. But we wasn't together. We were segregated.
Wait, so y'all did 3 months, and then they came in and do 3 months?
No, we had our building, and they had their building.
Wow. Wow.
Tell her what y'all building looked like.
Huh?
Tell her what y'all building looked like.
Our building was a little three-room house.
Wow.
And well, they had a school.
Wow. And what about like segregation with going to restaurants or stuff like that with McCrory's we were talking about?
Oh no, you couldn't do that. You couldn't. We went in a restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
They left us come in.
Mm-hmm.
They fed us. They gave us what we asked for.
Mm-hmm.
After we ate and everything, they took and they broke the dishes up.
Wow.
Broke them up, threw them in the garbage.
And how did that make you feel?
Oh, you was hurting it.
What about I know you were talking about the cotton. What do you remember about cotton and stuff?
Oh well, the cotton we used to go in the summertime to New Road by my aunt,
Mm-hmm.
and they would be farming cotton,
Oh.
and you had to put them big stacks around your waist.
Mm-hmm.
And honey, that was something else. I didn't like that job.
You didn't like that one?
No, I didn't like that. But now, we used to be a farmer.
Oh, okay.
We used to plant beans, cucumbers, watermelon, squash, all of that in the line of the garden.
Okay, okay.
That's what we raised our children off.
Wow. And it was y'all own land and own property?
Well, some of it was our own property. Some of them was property that the people would just let us use.
Okay.
The farm on.
Okay.
Perez wasn't bad as what the people thought he was. No, with the black people.
I was telling her that.
Huh?
I was telling her he wasn't as bad as they.
No, he wasn't as bad as what the people make out like he was with the black people.
Really?
Because if you needed something and asked him for it, he would give it to you.
Okay. But I heard he was kind of mean or something.
Well, yeah, he had his fault. You know when you want to be the leader of everything, you the leader of everything. Well, you gonna make out like you don't like. I don't like that one, or I don't like this one.
Right. Okay.
But it was something else.
Mm-hmm.
But he wasn't by himself.
Really?
No, he had all his workers with him.
Mm-hmm.
Cause just like the one I'm telling you when we went on Camp Street, they brought us the coat maker and all that. We didn't know how to read and write. Went to vote when they said we could go and vote. We went to vote.
Mm-hmm.
But when we got there, we had to know the Constitution. I'm 90.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have to have, I'm 90 years old, and my birthday is February the 7th. I'll be 91 years old. And how many months and days that I'll be before I make that 91.
Wow.
It was just the opposite from what it is now.
Okay, so they was asking all kind of hard questions.
All kind of hard questions to keep us from
to vote.
from vote.
So how important you think is it to vote?
Huh?
How important is it to vote?
Oh, it's important to vote.
Mm-hmm.
You have a name when you could vote. The woman would do the writing for you to vote.
Uh-huh.
You have to know your age. You have to know your date, your month, and your date from your birthday.
Okay.
So when we got there, they took my sister
Mm-hmm.
and brought her in there to register with the lady.
Okay.
So when they came out there, her paper was right, and the lady was the registered voter.
Mm-hmm.
Her paper was wrong. She was registering us to vote.
Oh, and she didn't even get the right answer.
But she didn't even come out with the right answer.
Wow.
But my sister one was right.
Wow.
And honey, we went through a lot to try to get the vote. And now they can just go and register and vote. They won't even go.
Right. That's
But
true.
if they know the time what we had when we came up,
Mm-hmm.
they would be on. They would try to do what we did.
And what about, what's his name? Y'all, we're talking about the
Joe Taylor.
Joe Taylor.
What?
The
They used to call him the green-eyed mulatto. That's what
the
they
green-eyed mulatto.
Oh yeah, well him and my husband used to bring us to go and try to vote.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we had a truck,
Okay.
a big truck,
Mm-hmm.
and we would pick up all the people
Mm-hmm.
what wanted to go and register to vote,
Mm-hmm.
and bring them to Pont La Hache
Mm-hmm.
and try to vote. But we still couldn't vote
Mm.
till we went to court with them on Camp Street.
Okay.
Wait.
Well, you know when after we went to Pont La Hache a couple of times, then my house and my brother-in-law's house, my sister's house was across the street from mine.
Mm-hmm.
So my husband and I was sitting down in the dining area, and we seen they coming and set my brother-in-law's house afire. But when Leo seen it, he jumped up and he went and told them to get out quick. But they hadn't got out. And they they seen them. They went to the canal, but they took the canal, so they must have had a boat waiting for them in the canal, whoever it was.
And y'all didn't know who it was? They just burnt the house?
No, it just didn't burn the house too much, because by my husband seeing it,
Mm-hmm.
when Leo seen it, he run over there and told him to get out. And then they went to see where the house was set afire at, but it was the hot water heater. They had to fix some kind of rig for it to burn the house down.
Wow. Do you know why they did that?
Because of the voting. We trying to vote.
Oh, that's because the voting.
Yeah, that was with the voting.
Wow.
Yeah, all of that was with the vote.
So they tried the green-eyed mulatto is y'all family, is y'all cousin. He was trying to help people vote. So that's how what they did. They tried to burn his house down.
Yeah, well,
So what they did, most of the time when they went, the lines were so long, and then they didn't want them to vote anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So they would close the door. They would get right to the door, and they would close the door in their face.
Oh, wow.
And then they had to go back.
Do it again.
Yes, all over again to do it again. So that's how important it is for these young children to get out there and vote. They don't know the struggles the older people had for them to have that right to vote.
Right.
And a lot of them don't even want to vote.
they can vote. They can go and vote, and they won't
But they
even
don't
go
wanna
to
vote.
vote.
It was a problem, baby, to get
Right.
to vote. Just like integration of the schools.
Right.
When school first integrated, we was some of the first people that integrated the schools.
Okay.
Cause we had
That was so that was in Boothville or here?
No, that's in Boothville. That's in Boothville. We were.
All of that went
we
on
were
in
like,
Blackman Parish.
yes, we were like some of the first people that they sent for us to integrate the schools. Cause we My cousin, they integrated the Catholic schools, and they ran them out the parish. Yes,
They ran your cousin them out?
They ran them out the parish. Yes, when the integration first started with the Catholic schools.
Yeah,
they ran them completely out the
so
parish.
what they would do, like what they were doing to run them out?
They ran them out. They threatened them and everything else, and ran them out the parish. So they left, but they didn't come back.
Wow.
But we stayed there. We went to school. We didn't have teachers. That's how I learned how to play cards. In school. In school. We stayed without teachers for the longest. Yes, ma'am. We had, it was ridiculous. They didn't want, the whites didn't want to teach. And we sit there till some of them decided, well, I mean, they knew they was going to either integrate or they didn't have a school.
Wow.
So they went on and decided that they was going to come on in and teach. Baby,
were they treating y'all kids like, I know I saw the movie with Ruby Bridges in New Orleans, how they would like throwing stuff at her and being mean to her? Were they were doing that in Boothville?
Well, we used to fight just about every day.
Uh-oh.
We would fight. You see how these people get with their guns and stuff? We did it with our fists.
They didn't have no guns.
We did it with our fists.
Mm-hmm.
Every day they used to fight. But they thought, I guess them white boys figured they was gonna get them black boys and think they was gonna run over them. But baby, they had another thing coming. I tell you, honey. Back in them days, Lord, these children that they don't know how good they have it. They don't have to go through all the stuff we went through.
Right.
Because we went through a lot of stuff. Trying to integrate the schools, getting what the rest of them get. And for books, we didn't have books. They gave us the leftovers from the white people. That's the books we had. They gave us all those books to white folks. When they was throwing them books away, the white folks, we got them.
That's a shame.
We didn't get new books. We got old books.
What about what you did when
When I was coming up, I had a teacher. I had a math teacher that would drive the bus. This is a white guy. I had a math teacher that used to drive the bus. I wouldn't get off at the road. So he drove me to my step and left me off the bus right there at my door. Mama said, what the bus doing coming here? I said, to drop me off. I said, to drop me off. She said, to drop you off? What's wrong with you? I said, nothing. He just come to drop me out.
She told him she wasn't
I wasn't walking. I wasn't getting off the bus. I wasn't walking to my
Oh,
house.
you was a little freedom fighter, huh?
Yeah. Baby, I tell you.
I thought she was sick or something.
No, I wasn't sick.
That man had to brought her to the door.
He did that all the time?
Well, I let him. Just once or twice he did it.
She had her ways on and he did it.
Ain't that something?
But if I didn't feel like walking, he dropped me off at my step.
So how was, like, other than that, how was the relations with the...
After that, after integration, everybody started getting along. I mean, we had our little ups and downs. Everybody have their ups and downs. We had our little ups and downs, but then we started, they started getting along.
Okay.
Playing football and basketball and baseball and stuff together.
Okay. It seemed like y'all was a little bit more peaceful than other places.
Yes, we were. Yes,
That's
we
good.
were.
That's
We
good.
were.
Everybody, it was a little small town. Everybody
Know each
Everybody
other.
knew each other, yes.
Everybody
That's
knew
good.
each other down there. So.
Yes, that's what I was telling you. They talked about Perez, but Perez wasn't bad as they say he was.
Right.
Perez I guess by the name, they figured the man was.
I read a book when I was in school. I read a book and it said that he was very, very racist, and they said that he wouldn't even keep his black horses.
Well, they used to have they had they had them separated. They had the white things on one side and the blacks on the other side. They wasn't together.
Right.
But he had them.
Well, that's good to know because a lot of times you just see a couple of things, and then we drive up that street all the time. That's Judge Perez, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we drive up that street all the time, and a lot of people don't know, who he was.
He wasn't as bad as they say he was.
Well, that's good to know. That's good to know. I also just finished reading a book about the St. Bernard massacre, but that was way before y'all time. But it was not in Plaquemine. It was just in St. Bernard, talking about all the different things that happened. I'm gonna have to get the thing. It was a good little story, but St. Bernard and Plaquemine always had the reputation of being so bad and so racist. But
because of Perez.
That's why. Okay,
But,
but he wasn't that bad.
No, he wasn't as bad as they say.
Yeah, we had everything the white folks had in our house.
Okay. Well, y'all were a farmer, so y'all probably was doing pretty well, huh?
Huh?
Y'all did pretty well with farming, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever eaten fresh red beans?
No.
My daddy used to grow all of that.
Really?
Yes.
I think more people are finally starting to get into farming, but I think people should do it a lot more.
Yeah, boy, that's where your fresh food come from.
Right. I bought me some seeds. I'm gonna start me one.
Yeah.
Soon. Just to see how things go. But that's good to
We
know.
used to pick
Yeah,
beans.
we used to red
You ain't
garden,
like picking beans.
red beans.
I pick beans, me.
I
That's
didn't like the housework. No, I didn't like housework.
Oh, so you was the diva.
So I went out to the field and pick beans and all this other stuff. I couldn't stand housework.
But you see, we had to have a cook. Either I had to stay there or one of the daughters and cook the dinner. So she never wanted to stay in the house. Well, what I did, I told him, I said, wait, you don't like the field. I really like the field, but she can't pick beans fast as Beverly picked. So I said, well, I'm gonna tell y'all what I'm gonna do. Beverly gonna work in the field and you gonna work in the house.
I used to be an avid book reader.
Okay.
And I used to sit, when I didn't have to go out in the field, I would sit up on the sofa, put my legs up under the sofa pillow, and read my book. But one day, I was sitting on the sofa reading my book, and Mama opened the cabinet door. And when she opened the cabinet door, there was a snake.
Oh.
Baby, I left that book.
Oh, wait, you left your mama?
I left the book, I left her, and the snake. Right in there, baby, and outside I went. I said, I'll drag that field, baby, before I went to college. But I went out, I was in there reading, and I like to read. I would always be reading.
I went out there and got me a hoe and come back in there and rake that snake out that cabinet. Cut his neck off and throw him outside.
Oh.
I left her and a snake, baby.
You killed a snake by yourself?
Yeah,
Yeah,
she killed a snake. She killed a snake
I
in
left
a
her
minute.
and a snake.
Snake.
They had a snake right here on this porch here.
What?
A big whipper snake. I went out there and I got me
My bad.
I got me a hoe and a shovel. I said, now one of y'all got to kill it. But by the time I got back, he had to got down off the porch. And he was on the ground. And when I passed, he run. My husband had some lumber sitting there. And he got under that lumber. But if he wouldn't have got under that lumber, I'd have killed him.
Oh.
Baby, I'm a runner. That's one thing. I run from a snake.
My daughter, my niece and her husband came at the same time. And they said, what you doing with a hoe and a shovel? What you gonna plant something? I said, yeah. I was gonna plant that snake if he wouldn't have went underneath that lumber.
Oh.